Now, we all love Shin for a number of reasons. He's one of the first assassins to track down Sakamoto, and the two of them share an interesting history, but that leaves us with a bigger question. Who is Shin really, and how did he get his abilities? For those of you who didn't know, Shin has the ability to read minds, but here's the thing, he wasn't born with it. He got his powers in a lab experiment gone wrong after accidentally drinking a chemical created by Dr. Asakura, a scientist and Shin's adoptive father. But that leads us to an even crazier question. Who is Shin's real father? So I decided to do some digging, and what I found is absolutely insane. But before we get into that, we need to go back, way back, to the very beginning, to Shin and Sakamoto's first encounter. So Shin first met Sakamoto when he was just about 13 years old. At the time, he was captured by assassins for snooping around the JAA, and that's cause he was looking for his father, the one person he believed could truly understand him. But Shin's ability has always made him an outcast. He was shunned in the lab because people didn't feel safe around him since he could read their thoughts. This isolation pushed Shin to seek out his real father, the only person he thought could accept him for who he was. So Shin reads the minds of everyone in the room and thinks he could hold Sakamoto hostage since he's the only one without a weapon. And as you can imagine, that plan failed horribly. And so Sakamoto asks for a body bag and pretends to dispose of Shin personally, basically kidnapping him to save him from the other assassins. Maybe in a way, Sakamoto saw himself in Shin, probably due to the fact that Sakamoto never knew his parents either, and that despite being an assassin, he really isn't a bad guy. But Shin later realizes that Sakamoto is also searching for his father and offers to help him using his ability. But Sakamoto declines the offer. So Shin ends up tracking down his father by himself. But the first thing Shin witnessed was his father killing someone right in front of him, which left him in shock, because it wasn't exactly the father-son reunion he had imagined. Instead of welcoming him with open arms, he shunned him on sight, saying he had no son, and walked away as the assassin proceeded to throw Shin overboard. But as usual, Sakamoto was one step ahead. And just before Shin could hit the water, Sakamoto caught him midair, and at that moment Shin realized that this wasn't just about finding his father, it goes much deeper. And trust me, there's a lot to get into, but we'll save that for the next video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss what comes next.